Welcome to Jiang Shanghai. The unified exam is tomorrow, and the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Teacher Chun is giving the final prep talk. If your ability is below D level, do not choose the martial arts exam. You will die. Su Jingming, RMC, rests his chin on his hand. He knows exactly who that warning is for. See, in this world, everyone awakens superpowers at 16 to fight the monsters ruining the planet. But most people get stuck with garbage F to D rank skills. And Su Jingming, he's sitting at the bottom of the barrel. Suddenly, a hand slams onto his desk. Su Jingming, you're not actually planning to take the martial arts exam, are you? It's Hong Tian, the class bully, and he's not here to wish him luck. With your E-grade weak electricity, you're just going to embarrass the school. Go work as a clerk. Before Su can answer, Linkingly stands up, shouting at the bully to back off. Hang Tian, mind your own business. Hang Tian sneers, promising to dominate the exam while predicting Su will just die on the field. Later, Lin tries to talk some sense into Su. Changing to liberal arts wouldn't be so bad. Everyone has their own value. Su stares at the registration form. E level. It mocks him, but he remembers the blood. He remembers his parents dying in a beast tide because they were I don't want to be helpless ever again. He slams his hand down. He's taken a martial arts exam. Cut to the training hall. Su is grinding, swinging his spear until he can barely breathe. 2.5 years of practice. He spent a fortune on the lightning gale break skill, but he's still just a beginner. He collapses on the floor, totally spent. I can't practice anymore. But suddenly, a blue screen pops up in front of his face. System activation successful. Do you want to claim the newbie gift package? Wait, is this the legendary transmigrate cheat code? He clicks claim, and his eyes widen. Newbie gift includes Shrank super ability, 200 ability points. And Shrank major countries wait years for one of these to appear. He hits that button instantly. S-rank ability, purple cloud, Thunder God's lightning is being distributed. Pain explodes in his chest. A red heart on the screen starts crackling with outside. The windows of his apartment literally blow out. Neighbors scream as purple lightning engulfs the building. It hurts so much. High above the city, the sky turns dark. A massive dragon made of blue lightning forms in the clouds. The military panics, thinking it's a beast invasion. The dragon dives straight down, crashing into Su's apartment. He arches his back, eyes glowing white, screaming as the energy floods his veins. 99% ability transformation complete. The dust settles. The room is destroyed. Su stands there, electricity crackling off his fist. And our boy just became the next Sun Jin Woo with the amount of aura he just obtained. This is the Shrank Power, Purple Heaven, Divine Thunder. He checks his stats. Everything has skyrocketed. Plus, he still has those free points. He points a finger forward. Blue arcs dancing around his body. System, allocate points for me. The exam is tomorrow, and someone is about to get wrecked. Su Jingming is officially testing his new powers. He dumps his points into physique and mind, watching the numbers tick up on the screen. He clenches his fist, feeling the raw power surging through his veins. He punches the air and accidentally blows a hole in the wall. And GT. Stats increased significantly. And GT. With his strength, getting into a university won't be a problem. But he wants to know exactly where he stands compared to the rich kids. So he heads to the Thunderclap Marshall Hall to hit the training dummies. Suddenly the door gets kicked in. Firefighters rush into the room panicking. We got a call about a fire. Su stands awkwardly in the wreckage of his apartment. Sorry, just training. It's under control. The firefighters leave, muttering about how scary the next generation is. Su grabs his spear and heads to the Marshall Hall. On the way in, he bumps into a group of rich students. One of them is Tang Chi, his cousin. Xiaoming, what are you doing here? Her friends are less competing with an E-rank ability. Got to admire the courage. They mock him for being trash, unaware that he's holding a nuclear weapon. Su ignores them and finds an empty training room. He picks up a spear. It feels light as a feather now. He tests his raw, physical strength first. No powers, just muscle. Wham! He caves the metal target's face in. 321 power. My raw strength doubled. Most awakened cap out at 100. Now, for the main event. Purple Heaven Divine Thunder. He charges the spear with lightning and strikes the floor. Boom! The entire room shakes. 321 power. That is 30 times the average output. He is literally off the charts. Outside, the whole building rumbles like an earthquake. Tanji and her friends struggle to keep their balance in the hallway. Such strong energy. Is a pro here? They rush to investigate the source of the power. They run into Su walking out, looking totally chill. He waves goodbye, and Tanji opens the door to the training room he just left. Her jaw drops. The room is annihilated. The reinforced steel target is what is going on here. They stare at the wreckage, terrified, and Su Jingming is just walking home for dinner. Back in the training hall, the rich kids are panicking. The wall is destroyed. The memory metal that's supposed to be unbreakable totally shattered. Whoa, it blasted right through the memory metal. What kind of power was that? They can't believe a student did this. They assume a high-level pro must have snuck in. Tanji touches the crater. It's still hot. She sees the spear marks and remembers her cousin walking out seconds ago. Is Shu Jingming really biting off more than he can chew? Cut to the exam site. It's D-Day. Thousands of students gather in front of a ruined city. There's nervous chatter everywhere. Rumor has it they released a unicorn rhino this year. Everyone is sizing each other up. The crowd parts for Zhou Mingyang, the gentle wind sword. He's the favorite to win it all. Then Commander Wang takes the stage. The exam lasts 12 hours. The core area is for top students only. Do not throw your lives away for extra points. Shu Jingming lines up to get his survival gear, a smartwatch, some energy bars, and a safety sphere for emergencies. Lin Li, the class president, waves him over. Shu Jingming, want to join our team? I've got your back. But her teammates aren't happy. They don't want to carry dead weight. Shu smiles. He doesn't need a babysitter. Thanks, but I'm going solo. You guys go ahead. The team mocks him as he walks away, thinking he's suicidal. Glad you know your place. The gates open. Drones swarm the sky. It's go time. Thousands of students charge into the ruins. Shu checks his watch. The rankings are already live. Zhou Mingyang is already racking up kills. Shu heads straight for the core area. The outer perimeter is a waste of his time. But suddenly, he spots a body lying in the street. It's a student. Throat ripped out. He didn't even have time to activate his shield. Shu crouches down to activate the kid's distress signal, but his instincts scream danger. He looks up. A shadow cat with purple flames is staring right at him. And it brought friends. The body wasn't just a casualty. It was bait. It's a trap. The shadow beast lunges for Su's throat. Su doesn't even blink. He sidesteps and drives a spear through its neck. Instant kill. A system notification pops up. Killed unranked beast plus 3 ability points. Su realizes something. The ferocious aura that paralyzes most rookies. It has 0 effect on him. He starts farming. Shadow cats, iron pigs. He slaughters them all like he's clearing trash mobs in an RPG. Produce 5 points, produce 6 points. But he realizes using his S rank, lightning drains too much mana. He needs to save it for the boss fights. So he decides to grind using only his spear skills. He spots a giant rhino charging at him. Instead of blasting it, he jumps over its charge and cracks its skull open with a single strike. He feels a shift in his mind. Spear technique upgraded to my raw technique is leveling up faster than I thought. Meanwhile, Tang Chi and her squad find the dead rhino. She examines the wound. 1 clean spear thrust through the skull. She remembers seeing Su Jingming nearby. Could he really have done this? Her teammates laugh. No way an E-rank trash could solo a rhino. Tanji checks the live rankings just to be sure. Her eyes bulge out of her head. 46th place, Su Jingming. It really is him. He's in the top 50. Cut to the VIP room. The principals are sweating. The education director is roasting the second high principal for having weak students. Your best student is only 18th. Step it up. Suddenly, a teacher notices the scoreboard. What? Su Fingmin? Who is this kid? He's E-rank, but he's climbing the everyone is confused. How can a stun baton user be outscoring the elites? Back in the ruins, Su enters the central area. He blows a whistle to attract attention. A massive arm-blade tiger smashes a car aside and roars at him. A first-rank beast. Finally, a real perfect. Time to test out my new moves. He charges straight at it, grinning like a maniac. Shu Jingming begins dancing with the armored tiger. It swipes, he dodges, it roars, and for some reason he smiles. He's disappointed. He thought a first-tier beast would put up a fight. Is this all you got? Sending you on your way. He charges his spear with lightning and drives it through the beast's skull. Killed first-tier beast plus 14 points. He realizes the math instantly. High-level beasts give double the points. This isn't an exam. It's an XP farm. Back in the VIP room, the leaderboard updates. Shu Jingming just jumped to rank 25. The directors are losing their minds. He gained 44 points in 4 seconds. That means he killed 3 first-tier beasts in 4 seconds. The director grills Teacher Chun. Teacher Chun, did you know he was this strong? What is his talent? Teacher Chun is sweating bullets. He has an E-rank ability called weak electricity. The room goes silent. If he's cheating, there will be suddenly, the board updates again. Rank 9, Shu Jingming. Tanji sees the name and smirks. She knew it. Back in the ruins, a drone is now following Shu. He's in the top 10. so he gets the prodigy cam. He ignores it and dumps all his new points into stats. Physique plus 40, spirit plus 22. He feels like a god. Time for the core area. He finds a pack of armored tigers led by a massive tiger king with a red man. Before he can engage, someone steps out of the shadows. It's Zhou Mingyang, the rank 1 prodigy. So, you're the dark horse everyone's talking about. Zhou draws his sword slightly, testing the waters. He offers a truce. The Tiger King is too strong to solo. We can cooperate. Shu turns his back on the number 1 student. No need. I'm enough by myself. This guy is a straight aura farmer. As he walks toward the Tiger King alone, Su stands there menacingly. As the tigers become alert of his appearance, they become enraged and charge, and the minions instantly get obliterated with a flurry of attacks. While Su stands there racking up the points. Soon it's just him and the king. Su is tired. His stamina is running low. The king swipes, and Su barely blocks. The impact shakes his bones. You might scare others, but you can't scare me. He flares his blue aura, leaping into the air. He comes down like a meteor, driving his spear straight through the king's spine. Crunch. Killed First Order Beast King plus 20 points. And GT. Zhou Mingyang watches from the shadows, jaw on the floor. He wiped them all out solo. What kind of monster is he? Zhou runs out to confront him. Is your ability a reinforcement type? How are you so strong? Su doesn't even stop walking. Nope. Lightning type. He leaps away to find the next pack. Suddenly, the global ranking updates. GT. Rank 1. Shu Jing, 1122 in GT. In the VIP room, Director Zhang literally stands up and cries tears of joy. A genuine genius. Second high finally gets its day to shine. 3 hours later, Zhou Mingyang is wandering the core zone. It's empty. He runs into Tanji and the other top rankers. They're all huddled together. Why are you guys teaming up? Tanji points to the leaderboard. And GT. Shu Jingming 3435 Tanji explains the grim reality. He killed everything. There are no monsters left. We had to team up just to find scraps. While they talk, Su is sitting on a mountain of corpses eating an energy bar. He has 2,400 in use points. He dumps them all into one stat. A massive crystal bear appears, the second order boss. Su sprints toward it, electricity crackling. The final sprint begins. Tanji and her squad are running for their lives. They spot a bloodthirsty, savage bear. A first-level beast with defense, so high even missiles can't scratch it. Wu Hao wants to quit. He's done. I am quitting. What's the point of getting a score if you die? Suddenly, Tanji points. Look, someone's coming. It's Su Jingming. He leaps into the middle of the beast horde like a maniac. The squad thinks he's suicidal. He's just looking for death. Tanji tries to run in to save him, screaming that he's her cousin. But before she can move, a massive pillar of blue lightning nukes the entire street. Boom! Zhou Mingyang shields his eyes. He recognizes that lightning. Is that the lightning superpower he mentioned? Su stands in the crater, unharmed, surrounded by sizzling electricity. He knows physical attacks won't cut it against this mob. I'll clear the area first. He turns into a blue blur. He zips around the battlefield, slaughtering the rhinos and wolves before they can even react. Plus 13 points. Plus 15 points. The Bear King roars in frustration, smashing buildings trying to hit him. Su dodges every swipe, mocking the beast. Getting angry now that your minions are dead. The bear finally lands a hit, creating a shock wave that sends Su sliding back. But Su just stands up, grinning. His aura flares brighter than ever. It's just the two of them now. Let's see if that armor of yours can handle my thunder. Su Jingming dives onto the bloodthirsty savage bear like a lightning bolt. Boom! The explosion blinds everyone. Even the drone camera glitches out. In the VIP room, Director Zhang spills his drink all over himself. He's fighting a rank 2 boss solo. Is that really an E-class ability? Su lands a hit, but the bear shrugs it off. Its bristles act like rubber insulation. They don't conduct suddenly. The bear's eyes glow red. Dark purple energy explodes around it. It goes berserk. It charges, smashing through buildings like they're made of cardboard. Su dodges, realizing the beast has traded its brain for pure power. It's a mindless killing machine now. I just need to wait for an opening. He kites the boss around the ruins until it crashes into a wall. Now 9 heavens divine, lightning blasted. He calls down a massive bolt from the sky. The bear freezes. Even insulation has a limit, and Su just overloaded it. Status Su walks up to the paralyzed beast. His spear glows purple. He dumps all his points into his finishing god-level move. Lightning Gale Break. Crack. He obliterates the boss in one strike. Killed rank 2 boss plus 24 points. The exam ends. The final scores go live. Rank 2, Zhou Mingyang, 1, 13 points. Rank 1. Su Jingming, 10,835 points. The entire stadium erupts. He didn't just break the city record, he shattered the provincial record. Su Jingming has officially pre-okayed the title of provincial champion. Su Jingming stands on a mountain of corpses. He's cleared the entire core area, but he's not done. He checks his watch. 1 hour left. He turns back to the central area. Even a mosquito's leg is meat. Time to farm. Zhou Mingyang and the others watch him run back into the fray. He's going to clear the entire map. We need to move, or we won't get a single point. But the exam ends. Shu walks out of the ruins, looking bored. What a shame. I wasn't satisfied yet. Outside, the students mob him. Everyone wants a piece of the new king. Director Zhang personally picks him up in a luxury car to escape the he recommends the top 3 universities, Qingjing, Modu, and Jinchang. He drops a bombshell. Top-tier schools have secret training methods that can turn an awakener into a pro in 6 months. The next day, Shu is showering, admiring his gains. 2,500 ability points in the bank. Suddenly, his aunt and Tanji burst into the bathroom to surprise him. Awkward silence. Shu scrambles to cover up while Tanji blushes. Later at the dinner table, Aunt Shu asks how he did. I did okay. Scored over 10,000 points. Aunt Shu spits out her tea. She cries tears of joy, hugging him. The Shu family finally has a successor. Meanwhile, in a dark meeting room, university recruiters are arguing over his file. An E-class ability scoring 10k. Impossible. He must be cheating. A mysterious hot woman slams her hand on the table. List him as an S-class recruit. I will personally investigate him in Jiangchang. The big leagues are coming. Su Jingming checks his phone. It's official. He is the #1 student in the entire province. The internet is losing its mind. An E-class awakener. No way. If that's true, Ollie trash on livestream. To shut up the haters, Principal Jiao holds a press conference. He drops the 4K footage of Su one-shotting the rhino. The reporters go silent. That is not E-class power. That is a monster. The city awards him a cool 1 million yuan and a luxury villa. Not bad for a day's work. But the real prize is waiting in the principal's office. The recruiters from the top 3 universities have arrived. Principal Jiao is sweating buckets, just sitting near them. These people are high-level powerhouses. Su Yin from Qingjing and Wu Yuan from Jinchang are already bickering over who gets him. Su walks in with unlimited aura. Zhang Xiaoyue from Modi University cuts to the chase. Your power isn't weak electricity anymore. Explain. Su spins a story about getting hit by natural lightning and mutating. Zhang Xiaoyue pulls out a scanner to verify. Su grabs it and unleashes a tiny bit of his S-rank juice. Crack. The device literally explodes. The recruiters scramble to shield themselves from the shrapnel. He overloaded it. He's at least S-class. Now the bidding war begins. Wu Yuan slams 4 million yuan on the table. Su Yin laughs and offers 6 million plus free gear. Then Zhang Xiaoyue drops the mic. Modu offers no cash, but we will give you an S-class resource every year. The other two look defeated instantly. She explains, S-class resources means dragon blood. It turns your body into a biological tank. Swissmize. Cash is temporary. Dragon blood is forever. I choose Modu Superpower University. The dragon blood offer was just too sweet to pass up. Zhang Xiaoyue hands him the admission letter. School starts in September, but since he's a VIP, he can move in today. On the train ride over, Shu doesn't waste a second. He memorizes the Abyssal Sea training method. Normal people take weeks. He masters the basics in half a day. He arrives at the university gate, and it is massive, over 100 meters wide. Zhang Xiao pick him up in a flashy red convertible. She drives him to his dorm. And by dorm, I mean a generic 800 square meter luxury villa. Shu is stunned. He was expecting bunk beds, not a mansion. Inside, Zhang introduces him to the school currency credits. 1 credit equals 10,000 yuan. And Shu just got 100 for free. Then a floating ball appears. And GT. EVA, level 4 artificial intelligence. And GT. This little robot is smarter than most humans. But the most important perk is the exclusive mentor. Zhang recommends Dean Yang Gentian, the Thunder Spear, a tier 7 powerhouse who once fought a demon whale for 3 days straight. Shu heads straight to the dean's compound. Outside, he meets a junior student, Tan Mingyang, who's been waiting there for NGT. Bro, don't bother. I've been turned away 5 times. Meeting the dean is harder than winning the lottery. NGT. Suddenly, the gate cracks open. The butler bows to Shu. GT. Master Yang is waiting for you inside. The junior's jaw hits the floor. He's waiting for you. Inside, a massive man with a terrifying aura turns around. It's Dean Yang, and he looks ready to kill someone. NGT, you must be Xu Jingming. Follow me to the training room. NGT. Xu Jingming steps into the dean's office. The air is heavy. Dean Yang wants proof. He wants to see the S-rank lightning with his own eyes. Xu obliges. He unleashes a burst of purple energy that shakes the room. The dean laughs maniacally. Good. From today on, you're my first S-rank disciple. He hands Xu a blue book. It's the Thunder Indestructible Body, an S-rank technique created by the dean himself. I've only reached level 10. If you master level 13, you will become truly immortal. Xu walks out buzzing with excitement. He sees Senior Tan sitting on the steps looking depressed. Fail, huh? Don't worry, bro. It's impossible to get in. Xu smiles. Actually, I passed. He leaves the senior in a state of shock and heads back to his villa. He opens the new training manual. It's a top-tier method. He doesn't wait. He dumps his ability points instantly. NGT, level up. Tier 1 ability user. NGT, his stats explode. His power quadruples overnight. The next day, he goes back to the dean. Dean Yang is stunned. It usually takes months to break through. Xu did it in 24 hours. Now for the real pain. To learn the indestructible body, you need to bathe in monster blood. The dean pulls out a glowing red bottle. I pulled some strings. This is SS rank Thunder Tyrannosaurus blood, an 8th tier beast. This stuff is liquid death. He pours the toxic blood over Xu's head. Then he blasts him with his own lightning to fuse it into his bones. Xu screams as the red lightning tears his body apart. The path to immortality hurts like hell. 5 days later, Senior Lu is sipping tea, wondering if a new kid died during the process. Suddenly, the door cracks open. Xu Jingming walks out, and he looks like a demon. Shirtless red glowing eyes and purple lightning crackling around him. His aura is suffocating. Danyang shouts to snap him out of it. Jingming, wake up. Xu blinks, confused. The dragon blood made him go a little berserk. The dean checks the stats. 98% absorption rate. You broke the school record, bro. Our MC just became even more powerful. Xu proceeds to meet Senior Lu. Instead of asking for favors, Xu casually transfers him 200 credits as a greeting gift. That's 2 million yuan just for saying hello. Total power move. Xu heads back to his villa and meets his new roommate, Lu Wento. This guy is a chatterbox with spiky hair who claims to be Mr. Know-It-All. Xu actually likes him. It beats being lonely. They head to the Thunder Martial Arts Hall to check out the Punch Power Challenge. Lu Wento steps up. He's confident. Bam! 476 Kilogramm. He thinks he crushed it until he sees his rank. 100,000 plus. Turns out the leaderboard tracks every student in history. A massive bully starts laughing at him. Look at his face. He's definitely a freshman. Xu sighs. He can't let his roommate get roasted like this. He steps up to the machine. The crowd mocks him for looking weak. Xu checks his stats. His physique has skyrocketed to 391 vitality after the dragon blood bath. Let's see what a 98% absorption rate actually feels like. He winds up and unleashes a bomb. Boom! The leaderboard updates instantly. Fist power 4,589 kilograms. New record. The gym goes silent. A freshman just hit harder than a truck. Luan Tao grabs his shoulders, shaking him. Bro, you just broke a 10-year record. You're actually a monster. Su checks his account. He just earned 400 credits for that punch. He asks if he can farm credits by breaking the higher tier pillars. Before Lu can answer, they get swarmed by fangirls. Lu drags Su away to safety before he gets meanwhile. In another training room, a guy named Luo Yang smashes a table in rage. Su Jingming stole my spotlight again. Turns out Lu Yang has an S-class body, too, and he's not happy about being number 2. Su ignores the drama and heads to the battle technique library. The security here is insane. Guarded by a spatial user, but Su has great authority. The librarian basically rolls out the red carpet. He goes to the VIP room. Eva, the AI, shows him the good stuff. SSS rank, 10,000 prisons, heavenly thunder. SS rank, wrath of the thunder god. Su drools over them, but he's too low-level to learn them yet. He settles for the A rank shelf. He picks 4 skills to create a perfect build. Thunder Spear for range, Chain Thunder Gun for DPS, Thunder Flash for speed, and Thunder Prison for crowd control. Eva warns him. It takes average geniuses 6 months to learn just one of these. Su sits down, opens the books, and activates his cheat system. Add points. He spends 800 points and instantly masters all 4 techniques. He stands up, electricity crackling in his palm. 6 months of training done in 6 seconds. The scene switches to Lu Wentao freaking out. He just realized Shu bought 4 A-rank skills. Freshmen shouldn't have access to those. You have S-rank permission. I definitely invested in the right fan club. Shu ignores the fanboying and does some shopping. He drops 237 credits on a new E-rank spear and combat suit because the free school gear is too light for him. The next day at the freshman assembly, trouble finds him. Lu Zhou, the rank 2 student, blocks his path. He's rich, entitled, and salty about being second place. Shu tries to walk away, but Lely Zhou plays dirty. My father is your aunt's biggest client. If you don't fight me, her business might struggle. Shu stops. The air around him suddenly turns heavy. He glares at Lu Zhou, releasing a terrifying aura that nearly knocks the rich kid over. Fine, I'll go. Hope you don't regret it. The match is set for 7 days from now. Shu spends the week grinding. He deliberately holds back his leveling speed so he doesn't scare his senior brother to death, hitting tier 1 mid-rank just in time. On fight day, Dean Yang shows up to watch. He's betting on his disciple. In the arena, Lu Zhou wants to raise the stakes. Let's bet credits. All of them. They put 3.7 million yuan worth of credits on the line. The referee, teacher Zhou Yun, starts the match. Li Zhou immediately bursts into flames using his ultimate move, Raging Flame Slash. The heat is intense enough to scorch the audience. Shu doesn't even use a skill. He just blocks it with a normal spear swing. Clang. Li Zhou freezes, sweating. His ultimate move got stopped by a basic block. How is that possible? Shu smiles, his eyes glowing purple. Nothing is impossible. You're just too weak. He unleashes the lightning. Lu is sent flying as he hits the floor smoking. The crowd can't believe it. One hit, but Lehu isn't done. He pulls out a forbidden red pill. I'll risk it all. I'll take responsibility for the consequences. He swallows the blood fury pill. Boom! He forcibly levels up to tier 2. His flames turn into a raging inferno. The referee shouts foul, but Lu claims it's an unofficial duel. Anything goes. Su just watches, unimpressed. Finally, it's not an adult beating a child anymore. Su activats Sanderflas. He vanishes. He dances around the fire attacks, landing strikes faster than Lehu can react. Lehu tries to retreat to create distance. Big mistake. Su raises his hand. Thunder Spear. He hurls a bolt of lightning across the arena. Lehu barely dodges, screaming in panic. Su clenches his fist. Thunder Prison. A cage of electric bars surrounds Lehu. He's trapped like a rat. Lu puts up a flame barrier to try and turtle up. Let's see how many shots that shell can take. Su leaps into the air. Chain Thunder Gun. He rains down beams of lightning. Crack. The barrier shatters instantly. The spear tip stops 1 inch from Lu's eyeball. I admit defeat. Su pulls back. He spared him. The crowd is in shock. They realize he just used 4 A-rank techniques in a perfect combo. Even the seniors are sweating. It took them months to learn one. He learned 4 in a week. Lehu is humbled. He transfers the 3.7 million credits instantly. Su is now rich. Luina Tao runs up, grinning like a devil. Brother Ming, you're rich. Time for the main event. A program. A male dormitory mixer. Let's go. The scene switches to a table full of delicious food. As both of them discuss Shu's new popularity in school, over 100 people applied. He picked the top 2 candidates. Enter Song Chu Yun, the top scorer of Sichuan province. She sits down, looks Shu dead in the eye, and drops the pickup line of the century. Shu Jingming interested in a spar. Her roommate facepalms. Hey, it's a mixer, not a death match. They go shopping instead. SEU Yin drops millions on clothes like it's pocket change. At the end of the night, she reminds Shu that the challenge still stands. Walking home, her friend asks why she was so nice to him. Song reveals her ability. Morning light lets her see impure thoughts as dark, creepy faces. Every other guy looked like a demon of lust. But Shu, his eyes were pure. Probably because he was just thinking about ability points the whole time. 15 days later, Shu is back in the grind. He levels up to tier 1 upper rank. His Thunder Immortal body hits stage 2. He is becoming a tank. He visits Dean Yang to ask for a field trip to the wilderness. The dean is shocked he leveled up again so fast. He orders a spar with Senior Lu to test the new gains. Senior Lu suppresses his power to tier 2 lower. Shu opens with the Lely Zhou combo. Thunder Prison plus Chain Lightning Spear. Senior Lu just deflects it. Too bad I'm not that freshman. They clash for 20 minutes straight until Shu runs out of mana. He collapses exhausted. Dean Yang is grinning. He tells Shu exactly where he stands on the power scale now. Second tier invincible. Shu Jingming decides he's done hitting training dummies. It's time for the real thing. He asks Diang for a month of leave to hunt in the wilderness zone. The dean is worried. Real monsters don't respect turn-based combat. If things look wrong, run immediately. He hands Shu a mysterious wrapped weapon, which is obviously a spear as a parting gift. Shu heads back to the dorm and loads up on missions. He picks 3B, rank fetch quests, and 1 spicy A rank bounty. Capture a tier 3 fugitive. He arrives at the Yuan supply base to register as an adventurer. Suddenly, the entire hall erupts. It's Zhang Chu Swan, the goddess of Magic University. She walks in with a camera crew and bodyguards. 15 million followers online. Shu ignores the celebrity worship and gets his ID card. As soon as he turns around, a sketchy guy named Xiao Chunlin approaches him. Hey kid, want some cheap pills? Half price. Shu plays along for 5 seconds before realizing it's a scam. You've scammed a lot of newbies with this trick, haven't you? Xiao gets furious. A nice girl named Wang Qian steps in to break it up, warning Shu that Xiao holds grudges. She tells Shu to stay inside the base for safety. Shu ignores her. He has monsters to kill. The moment he steps outside, Xiao corners him. Pay me 1 million and kneel down or I'll break your legs. Xiao activates his C-rank metallized skin. He thinks he's a tank. Shu sigh. He's tired of people monologuing. Shut up. Bam. 1 punch. Xiao goes flying across the pavement, his metal skin dented like a cheap soda can. Shu stands over him, lightning crackling. Wang Qian watches in horror. She realizes Shu's battle suit is exclusive Moju University gear. Only Moju could produce someone this perverted. Should we recruit him? Her team hesitates. They're an all-female squad, but admit he is handsome enough to make an exception. Shu continues to Aurora Farm and ignores them, heading straight into the Yuan wildlands. A tier 4 beast roars in the distance. Shu ignores it. He's here to farm the easy mobs first. He enters Ping'an County Town. It's crawling with hundreds of second-ranked beasts. He starts the massacre. As he fights, the dragon blood in his veins reacts. He feels an uncontrollable urge to kill. My heart craves slaughter. I don't need to hold back anymore. I think the little kitty just pooped itself. 1 month later, a random adventurer team wanders into the town. It's completely empty. They find one dead tiger. Before they can touch it, a bolt of purple lightning blasts the ground next to them. They look up and see Shu standing on a rooftop miles away. That was a warning. A high-level boss claimed this territory. Run. Shu checks his stats. In 1 month, he's farmed 8,000 ability points. He is now tier 2 upper rank, and his thunder mortal body is at stage 3. He returns to base carrying a comically large backpack weighing 400 kilograms. He dumps a mountain of claws and horns on the counter. The procurement manager, Xiao Yi, comes out personally to handle the deal. Did you wipe out an entire layer? I'll give you 25 million. Shu checks his phone. 29 million balance. He is officially loaded. But as soon as Shu leaves, manager Xiao gets a phone call. It's Xiao Chunlin, the scammer Shu kicked through a wall. Calling from the hospital. Uncle, avenge me. I want him to suffer worse than death. Manager Jiao sigh. He agrees to lend in the Tiger Shark squad for a hit. He hangs up, feeling a weird sense of unease. He thinks Shu is just a tier 1 kid. Outside, Shu sneezes. Achoo, is someone speaking ill of me? While Shu is getting rich, the base chief is looking at the logs. He realizes Shu brought back more loot alone than a dozen teams combined. This kid is a gold mine. If he comes back, tell me immediately. Meanwhile, Shu is window shopping. He wants a space ring, but they cost 10 million. Outside, J.O. Chunlin is waiting in his wheelchair. He hires the Tiger Shark squad to break Shu's legs. The squad hides in an alley. Their scout uses a monel to scan Shu's power level. Her face goes pale. His aura is tens of times stronger than mine. He could annihilate us instantly. They realize Jiao tricked them into fighting a monster. They abort the mission immediately. Shu fires a warning shot near Jiao just to mess with him. Then the Tiger Shark squad comes back and beats Jiao up for the bad intel. The squad reports to Manager Jiao. They drop the bomb. Shu has the combat power of a tier 3. Manager Jiao checks Shu's file and his heart stops. 18 years old, Zhang Nin top scholar, and his mentor is Dean Yang Tian, a master-level mentor. He could flatten this base, and the government wouldn't care. Manager Jiao knows he's dead if this gets out. He drags his nephew, J.O. Chunlin, into the office. You kicked a steel plate. Now you pay the price. Squelch. He executes his own nephew to save his skin. Chief Wang sees the body and nods. It's brutal, but necessary to stop the rumors. Later, Shu walks into the base and sees every manager lined up to greet him. Even Wang Qian is confused. Why is the chief bowing to a student? Chief Wang apologizes profusely. He says the problem, Xiao Chunlin, has been dealt with permanently. To make amends, he hands Shu a black gold VIP card and a small box. Shu opens it. It's a space ring. 1 cubic meter. 1 cubic meter. That's exactly what I wanted. Talk about customer service. Shu accepts the bribe and heads to the luxury suite to relax. He calls Dean Yang to report the ambush. The Dean is furious. He threatens to blow up the entire supply base, but then Shu drops the real news. Oh, by the way, I reached upper second rank a few days ago. The Dean freezes. Shu has only been training for a month. He bursts into laughter. His student is leveling faster than he did in his prime. Life and death crises are catalysts for the strong, but for you, it's basically a cheat code. Shu heads back into the forest. He spots a Gale Terror Wolf, a Tier 3 beast. Suddenly, another team shows up. It's Goddess Jang again. Her team captain wants to steal Shu's kill to stage a heroic rescue video for her fans. Jang shuts him down immediately. I don't need this kind of staged fake shot. She walks away, leaving Shu to handle his business. Shu appreciates the integrity. He blasts the wolf with an electric gale break. One hit, plus 34 ability points. 7 days later, Shu is grinding Tier 3 apes like they're trash mobs. He has farmed over 3,000 points. He is ready to learn strength skills. Suddenly, he finds a distress signal on the ground nearby. Zhang Chuan is running for her life. Her team got scattered by a Tier 4 beast, and now a burrowing dragon has cornered her. She's out of mana and trapped in an open field. It's over. The beast lunges to eat her. Zap! A purple lightning spear slams into the ground, blocking the monster. Zhang looks up in shock while Shu stands there like he's collecting the top 5 Hus in the Manhwa. It's him. The burrowing dragon lunges. Zhang Chuswan screams at Su to run. She prepares to die to buy him time. Su just sighs because of her stupidity. He decides to step forward and unleashes a massive bolt of purple lightning. Boom! The Tier 3 beast is instantly vaporized. One shot. Zhang sits on the ground, questioning her entire reality. Su helps her up. She recognizes his spear. It's a famous heavy weapon only high-level elites use. She assumes he must be a senior student from the Weapons Academy. Hello, senior. Thank you for saving me. Su doesn't bother correcting her. She asks to stick with him for safety. They decide to check the Dead Dragon's cave jackpot. Inside, they find an Earth Spirit Spring, an S-rank healing resource. Zhang is surprisingly generous. She offers Su all the spring water and a 50-50th split on the herbs. They walk out of the cave, happy with the haul, but trouble is waiting outside. It's Captain Wong and his squad. They circle back. Wong sniffs the air. He knows they found S-rank treasure. His eyes glow red with greed. Zhang tries to offer them the herbs to let them pass, but Wong shakes his head. He blocks their path. Zhang is a famous streamer with millions of fans. If she gets out, his reputation is ruined, so it's better to silence you here. He draws his weapon. He's going to kill the goddess to keep the loot. Zhang Chuswan knows they are screwed. She pops a forbidden bloodburst pill to force a power-up. She plans to hold them off while Su escapes. Captain Wong laughs. He sends his lackey Zhou Chong to deal with the lover boy. The squad makes disgusting threats about recording a video of what they plan to do to her. Zhang is disgusted. Beasts in human skin. Su Den Li, bang. Before Zhou Chong can even finish his villain monologue, Su sends him flying. One hit. The lackey is down. Captain Wong realizes this kid is the real threat. He transforms into a massive Tiger Man hybrid and unleashes a Tiger Roar slash. Su blocks it, but he feels the weight. This guy is a peak Tier 3. I can't afford to hold back anymore. Su activates the 3rd stage of his body technique, Thunder Extreme Mode. His appearance changes, horns sprout, his skin turns purple, and his aura becomes demonic. Wong is terrified. What kind of monster is this? Su moves instantly. Wong tries to turtle up with Lying Tiger Stone Armor, a defense that can block Tier 4 attacks. Su smashes through it like wet paper. He drives his spear into the captain, forcing him to his knees. Wong begs for his life, offering 100 million in savings. Begging now? Too late. Splat. Su executes him without blinking. Zhang watches in shock. She realizes Su might actually be S-rank. Su turns to the rest of the squad. The dragon blood is making him compare to scum like you. I think I'm still more human. He slaughters the rest of the team in a blur of violence. He reverts to his normal form, exhausted. The extreme mode drains stamina fast. They collect the loot. Su gives Zhang 1.5 bottles of the spring water. Zhang tries to thank him, but suddenly collapses. The side effects of that bloodburst pill just kicked in. Su finds himself blushing as this baddie is laid across him. The bloodburst pill has left her paralyzed and weak. She buries her face in his shoulder. Mortified, Su finds a safe spot and lays her down. He takes off his shirt to cover her. Zhang's heart rate spikes to 200 BPM. He feeds her the Earth Spirit Spring. It miraculously neutralizes the pill's side effects. Zhang starts fantasizing about spending a romantic night alone in the cave. Su interrupts her daydream like the true aura farmer he is. Let's go. I'll take you to the forest edge. Suddenly, a tier 5 flame tiger bursts through the trees. It's terrified. It's running for its life. Behind it is a black ocean of iron-eating rats. Millions of them. Even a tier 6 powerhouse would be eaten alive in seconds. Su realizes they can't outrun them with extra weight. He tosses his heavy spear to Jang to store in a ring, then throws her on his back. The rats are everywhere. Even the city ruins are overrun. There's no path forward. Su has to make one. He enters Thunder Extreme mode. Hold on tight. I'm speeding up. Boom! He becomes a purple lightning bolt, carving a bloody path through the swarm. At the supply base, Chief Wong watches the radar in horror. 300,000 rats. Anyone left outside is dead. Suddenly, a lightning figure leaps over the fortress walls crash. Sulin's exhausted, reverting to human form. The soldiers rush over and their hearts break instantly. My goddess, she's being carried by another man. 2 days later, Su wakes up in a hotel bed. He slept for 48 hours straight. Jang is sitting by his side. The rat tide has locked down the area, but school is starting soon. She hands him a photo. Here's that signed photo you asked for. Su stares at it, confused. Huh, this would be a Gunner's dream. Back in the hotel, things are awkward. Su asks for a normal photo instead of the signed one. Jang realizes he wasn't asking for himself. He was asking for a friend. She blushes so hard, she almost passes out again. She thought he was confessing his love, but Su still decides to keep it for himself for admiration reasons. Wink wink. She drives him back to school in a flashy yellow sports car. They pull up to the dorms. Bystanders start gossiping immediately. Before Su can leave, Jang leans in. Mwah. She plants a kiss right on his cheek. Think of this as a small token of thanks. See you next time, senior. Su stands there stunned. Wait, did I just get forcefully kissed? Back in her room, Jang investigates this mysterious senior. She finds his file. Freshman, upper second tier. Her eye twitches. He lied. He's younger than her. Next time we meet, I'll show you what happens. Junior Su returns to his dorm. Lu Winter rushes him. Lu senses the aura change. Did you advance to second tier? So nuts. Upper second tier. Actually, Lu literally falls to his knees in worship. Then Su hands him the signed photo of Goddess Jang. Lu screams so loud, he probably wakes up the whole campus. Su leaves the fanboy and heads to the library. He has 3,700 points to burn. He filters for Shrank Lightning Arts. He picks 2 Heavenly Thunder Technique for offense and Nether Prison Thunder for defense. He activates his cheat blue add points. Boom! The upgrade costs 1,600 points. He's broke again, but he's mastered the skills instantly. Meanwhile, CO Yoon is training in the park at night. A white-ringed hawk flies overhead. Suddenly, a purple lightning bolt falls from the clear sky. Crack! The bird is vaporized into feathers. Song is terrified. Who has that kind of in the distance? Su smiles. Es-hom combatique. Truly extraordinary. Shu tests his new S-rank skill. Evenlise under technique. Zap! He snipes a hawk from a kilometer away as a mysterious man watches from the trees as if Shu can't detect him. Stronger than I thought. Range is nearly a kilometer. The next morning, Lu Wintao is stuffing his face with breakfast, but Shu is already heading out to train. On the way, he gets intercepted by Song Chu-yun. She's still obsessed with fighting him. We're sparring now. Go to the training room. Shu Sign agrees. In the arena, Song summons her weapon. It's not a sword or a staff. It's a massive Fong Tien halberd made of pure light. A girl using such a heavy weapon. Interesting. Shu decides to show a little respect. He flares his aura. Level upper second rank. Song freezes. She just hit lower second rank and thought she caught up. She was wrong. How is your promotion speed so fast? She attacks anyway. Using her A-rank skill, Light Flame Gravity Array, her halberd turns into a blur of fire and light. Striking hundreds of times a second, Shu stands in place, parrying every single hit with his staff like he's swatting flies. Too slow. You need more power. Song collapses exhausted. She realizes the gap isn't just power, it's skill. Master-level spearmanship. You're a total monster. She admits defeat and buys them lunch. Liu and Tao whispers the lore drop. Song is the great-granddaughter of a legendary S-rank grandmaster. That explains the expensive gear and rapid leveling. Shu spends the afternoon mastering his defensive S-rank skill, Nether Prison Thunder Armor. September 1st, competition day. The stadium is packed. Zhang Chuan is in the VIP, stands watching her senior with a smile. The group walks onto the massive arena floor. Liu and Tao explains the format. It's a 100-person melee. Complete chaos. Shu cracks his knuckles. Purple lightning sparking. Sounds interesting. Liu and Tao notices the presidents of the top 2 clubs, Ash and Falling Star, are here personally. That's rare. Usually they send lackeys. They are here for Su, but Su notices someone missing. His senior brother, Lu Ming, isn't here. He gets a bad feeling. His master went to the southwest battlefield weeks ago and hasn't called back. Suddenly, space itself tears open. A woman steps out of a portal of light. It's Vice Principal Ling Shuang. She looks 20, but she's one of the school's top bosses. She gives a brutal opening speech. Students complain about the rating system being unfair. She shuts them down cold. Fair? What did I ever say this school was fair? She drops the reward list. First place gets a 10 cubic meter space ring. Su's eyes light up. You can't even buy those with money. Dean's son announces the first round. Li Chengxi, the Qinghai champion, steps up. He looks right at Su and makes a throat-slitting gesture. Lu Wen laughs. This guy is provoking the one person he shouldn't. The match starts. Li Chengji is a butcher. He slaughters 36 students with a serrated blade, taking first place in round 1. Su Jingming, let's see if your S-rank potential can beat my actual results. Su sighs. This guy is hopeless. Round 2 begins. Su walks onto the stage. The other students in his group instantly panic. Holy crap, it's Su Jingming. We're fighting for second place. In the VIP box, a teacher spits out his water. He senses Su's aura. He's already second order. He's only been here a month. The countdown hits 0. Su slams his spear into the ground. Boom! Purple lightning explodes outward, blasting everyone back. Fighting humans is way more fun than beasts. Su Jingming stops holding back. Boom! He flares his full aura. The pressure is so intense. Students nearby shield their faces. Tier 2, high rank. He's a whole major realm above us. In the stands, Wu Yuan is sweating. His plan to crush the freshmen is falling apart. Zhang Chu Xuan realizes the truth. The senior she admired is actually a junior. You tricked me for so long. I'll settle the score later. Back in the arena, a student named Sheila takes charge. He uses a mental ability to amplify his voice and rally the mob. He's too strong for one person. All 102 of us must attack together. It's our only chance. The students agree. It's a raid boss battle now. 102 students charge at once, firing spells and weapons. Shu smiles. You think numbers matter? He points his spear at the sky. S-rank art. Evenis under technique. A pillar of purple lightning descends from the heavens. Kaboom! A literal mushroom cloud rises from the arena. The system creates a force field to save the students from being vaporized. Sheila eliminated. The tactician is gone in the first move. The survivors are terrified, but they keep attacking. Shu switches to defense. S-rank art. Nether prison, thunder armor. A dense web of lightning surrounds him. Fireballs, ice shards, swords, everything bounces off. We can't even break his defense. Shu gets bored. He switches to offense. He moves through the crowd like a phantom, critiquing them while he beats them up. Your angle is wrong. Too slow. Too weak. He slams the butt of his spear in the ground, standing over a sea of unconscious bodies. Too weak. The dust settles. 102 students are on the floor. Dean's son announces the result. Shu Jingming qualifies alone. Everyone else has to fight for the scraps. The VIPs are stunned. Dean Long checks the history. The old record was 87 kills in 7 minutes. Shu got 102 instantly. This record will never be broken. Lu Tao is dying of laughter. He points at Li Changji, whose face has turned purple. Look at his face. He could teach a class on face changing. Shu smiles. He hasn't forgotten the throat-slitting gesture. I'll issue a challenge later. I have 3 chances after all. Next up is Song Chuyun. She steps into the arena with her light and absolutely cleans house. Wu Yuan watches from the stands, adding her to his shopping list. She takes first place in her round easily. Stage 2 begins. The free challenge. Shu stands on his platform. He ignores the second place winner. He points straight at rank 3, Li NGT. NGT. Challenge target, Li Chong. NGT. NGT. Li is furious. Why is the first place guy challenging down? You didn't think I was someone you could provoke at will, did you? Li transforms into a berserk blood lion king, a massive furry beast with a giant sword. He charges, screaming that Shu forced his hand. Shu meets him heated. Clang. Li is knocked back. He realizes Shu is physically stronger than a beast. Shu decides to end it. He channels the purple cloud, divine lightning. But he doesn't just knock him out. He controls the voltage to inflict maximum pain without triggering the elimination safety net. Li screams in agony for 10 straight seconds. The crowd watches in horror. They realize Shu isn't just strong. He's petty. Finally, the match ends. Li crawls away, traumatized and disheveled. I really thought I was going to die. Suddenly, Shasha steps up. Eva, I also challenged the third place, Lai Chenji. Li's soul leaves his body. What? He transforms into his lion form. but his heart isn't in it. Song slams her halberd into him. Thud. Lee is carried away on a stretcher, crying. He just got beaten by a husband and wife mixed doubles team. The competition ends. Ogate, rank one, Su Jingming. Rank 2, Song and GT. The students disperse to pick their majors. Su heads to the Weapons Academy. On the way out, the club presidents ambush him. Wu Yuan from the Meteor Society offers the vice president seat and 100 credits. Before Su can answer, Waiha from the Ash Society interrupts. Join us. You can be the reserve president. When I graduate, you take the throne. The crowd gasps. They are literally handing him the keys to the kingdom. Su remembers his past life as a burnout student council chairman. I need time to consider. He takes their business cards and runs away before they can shackle him with responsibility. Later, the group goes out to celebrate. Zhang Chuan joins them. Zhang takes one look at Song Kyun and flirts with her. What a beautiful girl. It makes one want to snuggle up to her. Su is terrified. This woman targets both men and women. At the karaoke bar, the girls start drinking. 10 minutes later, Zhang and Song are plastered, leaning on Su from both sides. Li Wintao sees the danger. Evacuate. This is a love battlefield. He and Sasha bail, leaving Su to carry 2 drunk goddesses back to the dorms alone. The next morning, Su is back in his room, exhausted. His counselor, Teacher Suyu, arrives with a special delivery. It's a wooden box locked with a fingerprint scanner. Su opens it. The S-rank reward is finally here. Su Jingming is officially living the high life. He transfers his gear into the new 10 cubic meter space ring. Lu Wintao is drooling with envy. He's a top 50 student, but he's broke compared to Su. Su pops a rank 5 mind focus pill, an A rank resource. His stats jump again. Spirit hits 1037. He is becoming a stat monster. Later, he heads to the potion department to process his herbs. He runs into Goddess Zhang in the waiting room. She drops a bombshell. She's retiring from the wilderness. That last near-death experience spooked her. She's pivoting to become a lifestyle vlogger and potion maker. She offers to refine Su's herbs for free to practice her skills. Su agrees. Then Su gets a call from Dean Yang. He rushes to the compound. The mood is heavy. He finds Senior Lu Ming in a wheelchair, legs in casts. It turns out a rank 8 grandmaster named Wang Lin wiped out their guild. Senior Lu barely survived. Dane Yang is furious, but even he can't touch a rank 8 entity. Su realizes that despite his gains, he's still an ant compared to the real bosses. To lighten the mood, the dean introduces 2 new seniors, Su Ei and Tong Yui. Senior Sui is cool. He gives the MC a rank 4 origin pill and 200 credits as a meeting gift. Senior Tong Yua is skeptical. She doesn't believe a freshman mastered 4 A rank skills. Su confirms it. Tong Yua clutches her chest. I barely learned 2. Where's the justice? Dane Yang smirks. Actually, he learned an S rank skill too. Su activats niter sanderarme. Tong Yua tries to break it, but she can't even scratch him. Fine. I finally understand what Senior Lu meant by monster. Su stands encased in glowing blue armor, looking like a mech pilot. Master, come at me. Subscribe if you want to see.